All right, guys, we're going to finish the biker part 4. I think there is maybe 1 or 2 parts left. We'll see, okay? I'm not sure. All right, so we're gonna, after we review, we're going to have a small test. It's not like a real test where I gotta pass it, but it's just a test, and I want you guys to all do it, and then remember what I said. The point is to learn how to say the words and not to read the words. Yes, reading is important, but after you read the word, you have to say it and then remember it in your head. Okay? I don't want you to remember surround. I want you to say surround or surrounded. Okay? All right, good. On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees, away from computers, smartphones, and TVs. Surrounded, on he went, surrounded. 背起来 surrounded. You don't need to say the word. See the word. Surrounded. Let's read that again. On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees. Okay? On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees, away from computers, smartphones, and TVs. The flowers were blooming, blue, red, and yellow, all the colors of a beautiful rainbow. Okay, so the flowers were blooming. The flowers were blooming. Remember the saying blooming. The flowers were blooming, blue, red, and yellow, all the colors of a beautiful rainbow. Okay, repeat after me. The flowers were blooming, blue, red, and yellow, all the colors of a beautiful rainbow. Okay, so you see, we're not looking at the words. We don't need to see the words. 把它涂掉. We don't need it. Okay, right. He passed 8 butterflies and a singing wren, and counted 9 bushy squirrels, maybe 10. Okay, let's try that again. He passed 8 butterflies and a singing wren, and counted 9 bushy squirrels, maybe 10. I know what I want to say. I want to say 毛毛的松鼠 bushy squirrels, right? Okay, all right. And then you have to say bushy squirrels. Don't look at it. 不要看 bushy squirrels, bushy squirrels, bushy squirrels, like that. Okay, all right. Francis rode on and far till the sun got low, signaling it was about time to go. Signaling. Okay, signaling. 慢下来 because you have to say it right. 要说对才好记 signaling, 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 signaling. Francis rode on and far till the sun got low, signaling it was about time to go. Signaling. Okay? How do you spell it? Doesn't matter. 再说 huh? Let's read it first. Say it. Say it first. He looked ahead toward where he did not tread. I'll be back, he smiled, and said, tread, tread. He looked ahead toward where he did not tread. I'll be back, he smiled and said. Again, he looked ahead toward where he did not tread. I'll be back, he smiled and said. Good. So he slowed down and made a big U and went back the way that he knew. And made a big U. Made a big U. What's that? 回转, right? Yes. 不一定要 big, huh? Right? So big, I'll give you the word big. All right. So he slowed down and what? Made a big U. Right? Make a U means to 回转, huh? So he slowed down and made a big U and went back to the place, to the way that he knew. Okay, so practice and then we'll see. And then test yourself. Okay, 试试看，来测试自己啊 ，test yourself. Oops. Okay, here we go. All right, so now, all right, let's see. On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees. 要会说 if you cannot say it, then you just 背起来 SURROUND, then okay, 你考试可以 get 100, 但是你没有真的把字学起来. You didn't really learn the word. Okay, I want you to say it. Surrounded. On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees. Surrounded. Away from computers, smartphones, and TVs. The flowers were. Whoops. No. The flowers were opening, blooming, blue, red, and yellow. All the colors of a beautiful rainbow. Right? 会说 then you don't need to, if you can say it, you don't need the words. 我不需要看字, right? If you can say it, you don't need the words if you can say it. But the 前提, the prerequisite is that you can say it. If you can't say it, then you don't know. Okay, you can't get the answers. And you will never learn the word. 你永远学不起来, huh? Right? We need to, 我们比喻, huh? We need to 把字带走. We need to take the words with us. How do you take it with you? You cannot take your screen with you. You cannot, everywhere you go, bring a book, right? What's the only way to take it with you? Whoops, sorry. The only way to take it with you is to put it in your brain. What do you put in your brain? You can't put the word in your brain, right? You can put the 声音 in your brain, okay? Right? And that is the point, okay? And I know that in the beginning it's very hard, but you have to get used to it, and slowly you can do it. Okay? All right. So the flowers were blooming, blue, red, and yellow, all the colors of a beautiful rainbow. He passed 8 butterflies and a singing wren, and counted 9 bushy squirrels, maybe 10. Okay, let's say, well, Teacher Daniel, I'm scared because I don't know how to spell the word squirrels. I told you, I really don't care. But you need to 拼出来, huh? So for those of you who are not doing that, really, I'll show you again. What's the word? Squirrel. Squirrel. And you're like, I have no idea. I don't know. No, you do know. Squirrel. 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 Okay, you don't know. Squirrel. Fine. Spell that. Right? Do you know what that says? That says squirrel. 蛮接近的. Right? It's not squirrel, but it's squirrel. But then 有一点接近. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to say it 尽量说对 because I taught you how to say it. And then spell it. Okay? So if your 自然发音 is 普通, then you write squirrel. But if your 自然发音 is a little bit better, 你会说 squirrel. Teacher Jen 有说 是 QU. Squirrel. 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 That's a little bit better. That is 好一点点. Right? It's still wrong, but it's pretty good. Squirrel. That says squirrel. Okay? And then how to spell, I will teach you in class. But I want you to learn how to spell it from the way you say it. 不是背起来怎么拼，是我怎么说。I say squirrel, and 我把那个拼出来 squirrel. Okay? That's what I want you to do. So for those of you who are not doing that and you think, oh, I don't know. You do know. You do know. Okay? It's just that you're afraid. 你害怕拼错. And I told you I don't care. Right? Don't be afraid. Okay? All right. So he counted 9 bushy squirrels, maybe 10. Francis rode on and far till the sun got low, signaling it was about time to go. Signaling. I don't know. Yes, you do. Let's see. Let's see how far we can get on this. Signal. No, like no. Signal. Signaling. Ling. 差一点点. Right. Yes. Fine. That's good. If you can write signaling, good job. Okay? Right? And then we'll go back and say, oh, 我们再回去订正. Right? Oh, it's not this. It's A. Right? Yes. All right. But I don't want you to 背怎么拼. I just want you to 把它拼出来. Signaling. Right? Which is wrong. 是不对的, huh? Right? But for some reason, Google is not telling me that. All right? So don't worry about, I really, really want you to focus on 怎么记得那个字, but not from the 视觉的那个字. I want you to remember the word from the sound. Signaling. Okay? Blooming and wren and, bushy squirrel. Okay? Right? I don't need to look at the word and I can say it. 那是重点. Okay? All right. So it was about time to go. He looked ahead toward where he did not tread. 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 That's pretty good. Tread. All right? Because that spells tread. All right? And then 回去再讲, 哦，不是这个 tread, 它是 EA tread. Like that. 订正. But if you get it wrong the first time, that's okay. Because 这个字也是 tread 啊. Tread. All right? So he looked ahead toward where he did not tread. I'll be back, he smiled and said. So he slowed down and 大回转. Big right? Yes? And you need to remember, he made a big U, right? Made a big U. And everybody knows how to spell U because U is just U. 要大写, huh? Right? He made a big U. Oops. And went back the way that he knew. Okay? So focus. Focus on the way you say it. 好，怎么说? Not on the way you spell it. 你全部拼错, I don't care. Okay? Right? But I want you to learn how to say it. So, in other words, when we have a test, I'm going to say, all right, 某某人, read, 直接作答, let's go. On he went, 什么 by the grass and trees, 背起来. On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees. Just remember the word surrounded. Surrounded by the grass and trees. Surrounded. 说慢一点. Surrounded. And then 再去拼 surrounded. surrounded, whatever, right? Yes, and of course, as you know, 那是错的. But what does that say? That says surrounded. Okay, 只是 it happens to be wrong. And then 再回去订正. Oh, it's not er, it's ur, and it's not did, it's ded. Surround, and there's an n because you wrote surrounded, and I need surrounded, right? And that's how I want you to do it. No 背单字, no surrounded. I want you to use the 声音. So what I mean by that is this. 其实 what I want is this. Look, read that. 我念看哈. On he went, surrounded by the grass and trees, away from computers, smartphones, and TVs. The flowers were blooming, blue, red, and yellow, all the colors of a beautiful rainbow. He passed 8 butterflies and a singing wren, and counted 9 bushy squirrels, maybe 10. No words, 不用字. I'm going to remember the 声音. I know the sound, not the words, the sound. Francis rode on and far till the sun got low, signaling it was about time to go. Signaling 表示代表来提示 right okay or something else that somebody said I forgot. Signaling it was about time to go. He looked ahead toward where he did not tread. I'll be back, he smiled and said. So he slowed down and made a big U and went back the way that he knew. Okay, so that is our mission. Our mission is to learn how to do that. Trust me, in the beginning it's a little bit hard, but you will see the more you do this, 你发觉说学单字超简单. Because many of you think 学单字超难 because you're doing it the wrong way, right? 你在爬上坡, right? You could go down, but you don't want to. You'll go up, right? Yes, 你可以 go down and 比较顺, but you want to go up, right? What do I mean by going up, right? 你要先会拼音再会念, then that's the wrong way. That's a 逆向, and that's hard, right? But if you can say the word first, oh, surrounded and blooming, you can say the word, 然后再去学它怎么拼. The 顺序 is important. 先会说，再会念，再会拼。我们看，先会说 surrounded， 再会念 surrounded， 再会拼 surround. Okay? Right? The 顺序 is important. Please remember that. Okay? All right. I don't want to make this video too long, but please study it, read it. Okay? Look at this part. 试试看. Okay? You know, you could 暂停 pause your YouTube video, and then you can look at this part and try to read it. 念念看啊. On he went. 念念看. Okay? And then if you don't know, 回去听 how I read it. Okay? That's what we do when we study. All right. Goodbye. I will see you soon.